And gentlemen, my name's Ethan. Welcome back to Game Seminar. Today I'm going to be talking quickly about the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes demo that I'm sure a lot of people played. It came out a few days ago. It got emailed out to a few people in America, and then it got emailed out to a few people in the UK. I got 3 codes. I passed 2 of the codes off to a couple of people. I posted one out on Twitter, so if you're watching this, whoever got the Twitter code, I hope you enjoyed it. And then the other one I gave to a friend. I think I gave it to Maka actually from Nintendo Box. But yeah, I obviously kept one for myself. I didn't really have anyone to play it with locally, so I was purely going on the online, which was sort of like the Splatoon test fire the way it worked out. There's been 2 days that it's been on already, the 17th and 18th of October, and the last one is going to be on the 24th of October from 8 AM to 2 PM British time. So if you've got the demo, then make sure you're online then. But yeah, just give my thoughts on it quickly. Obviously, I'm purely going off online. First of all, in terms of the controls and graphically, it feels the exact same as A Link Between Worlds, which is a great thing. Link's movement is so smooth. Your controls like a joy. If you've played A Link Between Worlds, you'll know how smooth his movement is on the circle pad. So yeah, controls fine, perfect, feels perfectly right as soon as you start playing it, as expected. Aesthetically, it's pretty much exactly the same as A Link Between Worlds as well, apart from Link's look has been changed from his A Link to the Past style to Toon Link style, which you can obviously see from the gameplay here. I've just got some Aonuma gameplay going on. I can never pronounce his name, but I'll tell you one thing that I can pronounce, and that's that he is a G. He is a gangster. He's a great man. But yeah, so there's 3 levels that you can play on the online. I played all 3 of them. I played one of them a lot more than the others because basically when you jump into a lobby, it matches you with 2 obviously other random people from your region, and then it was sort of like the Mario Kart 8 multiplayer thing where everyone selects a course that they want to play, and then it'll randomly pick between the 3. So the 3 different courses there were Buzz Blob Cave, Bomb Storage, and Fire Temple. All 3 were fun. All 3 obviously different aesthetic looks and sort of scalable in difficulty as well. I played Buzz Blob Cave the most. Played that one like 4 times. Bomb Storage a couple of times, and Fire Temple I think twice as well. So one thing that I will say is it's definitely fun. The co-op is something that I didn't know how to feel about. It basically, the game felt exactly and like felt exactly how I thought it was going to feel, which was it's fun if you get people that know what they're doing. As well, just quickly about the internet features as well. Latency and like lag is a big thing that I was looking at, and it played very smoothly. Like there was pretty much no problems with lag at all. There were a couple of times where I was in a lobby with someone with shit internet in a game with them, and because Link's movement's so fluid, you can definitely notice when someone's lagging. But for the most part, like 8 out of 10 games that I was in, it was fine, like not noticeable lag at all. So that's great. And obviously, if you're playing locally, there's going to be no lag at all. But it's the same with every game. Like if you've got someone who's got shit internet, then it's going to ruin the whole game. It's like Super Smash Brothers. If you go online on Super Smash Brothers, that's why I play 1v1 most of the time on that game, because if you're getting a four-person match, the chances are one of those people is going to have dial-up, and then the whole game is fucked because the fluidity of movement is just absolutely destroyed. It's the same with this, but obviously less so. But it was fine for the most part. But the moral of that story is, if you've got shit internet, don't play the game. Sorry, you can't enjoy it. You've got to have 2 doppels and play offline. And don't come into my lobby if your internet is dial-up, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the moral of the story with this is, if you get people who are shit, you're not going to have fun. If you get people who are good, you're going to have fun. The 2 new mechanics that were introduced are the totem mechanic, which is really cool idea. It is a really cool idea, I should say. It's a cool idea. You stack on top of each other and run around. One thing that I will say is, if you've got someone who's shit at the game, it's really dreadful because you're relying on them so heavily. Like, if you're the top of the totem who's, say, got to shoot arrows in a certain direction, then you're relying on that person. If you're at the bottom, they decide where the movement is. So if you've got cool people that are on the same wavelength as you and they know what they're doing, then it's fine. But if you've not, like, there's no way that you're gonna get through the levels. Like, I just quit the whole game twice. Because there was people that I was trying to solve a puzzle with, and to be fair, it was pretty hard. It was on the fire temple level where you've got to pull the block. I only managed to do that with one group of people who were both pretty good at the game. Um, but one time there's just this guy who didn't know what he was doing at all. And I feel kind of bad for being a dick saying, oh, this person's shit, but I just quit the game because at that point I'm not having fun at all, because if you don't know what you're doing, it just ruins my experience as well. Um, so I'm some sort of like elitist now. You can only play, like, I'm not saying I'm some sort of elitist, but if I can't tell you what to do and you don't know what you're gonna do, there's nothing we can do. We're just walking around until we fall off enough times to die. So it's pretty pointless. Um, but that being said, you get two people in your game that have played the game a bit, they know what they're doing. Or even if you get one person who's on your wavelength and one person who's a little bit shit at the game, but they don't really know what they're doing, you can sort of lead them through, and that's really fun to do. I know one game that I was in, I was Blue Link, some other guy was Red Link, and me and him, we knew what we were doing, motherfucker. We were just absolutely destroying the game. And then Green Link was just stood still. He was just stood still. He made the odd movement, the odd slash. I think he even went for a spin attack once, which was pretty adventurous of him, but we practically just carried him through the whole level, which was really fun. And I did have a lot of fun. Like, I had more fun than I was expecting to. I found myself laughing at some of the shit that was happening in the game. So it's really fun. And also the emoticon system that's been introduced as well. Some people thought that was a bit cheesy and shitty, but I actually think it's really, really good. It's a really good way of communicating with people. It's just not good enough to communicate what exactly to do. You can just about communicate what to do by spamming item and here, like over here and stuff like that. But if you're telling someone exactly what to do, like, you obviously can't do that. So, yeah. Final thoughts is a really fun game if you can get two people, if you can get two friends locally that are going to have a good blast with this game and are in for the ride and they want to play and they're pretty good at games, and you can tell them what to do and you can communicate, you're going to have an absolute blast with this game. If you're playing online, it's kind of roulette, because let me tell you, if you get good people, you're going to have a blast like I did, and if you get bad people, it's really fucking frustrating and annoying, because you're more reliant on them in this game than you are in like Four Swords, because at the end of the day in Four Swords you can still kind of do things yourself, whereas in Triforce Heroes with a totem and like bosses, for example, all three of you have to be working together. If one person's shit, then it's just game over. So that was timed really well. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your thoughts on Triforce Heroes were as well, if you played the demo, and if I don't see you for a week, then I will see you through a window.